Well, I'll tell you what, man. There's a lot of stuff in our childhood that when you look at it at the moment, you're like, this is bullshit. And now I look at it at 40 and I'm like, that's the reason why I am where I am.
And I tell you all the time, I think it's just amazing because, you know, there's millions of single moms in the world. I mean, it is a real thing, right? Lots of people do it. But I could probably count on my hand the number of single moms that I've seen who stick to their dream the whole time. And like most women will just go get a waitressing job and that's that.
Like, well, I got to provide for my kids.
Got to take care of my kids, and I'm going to just do that, and that's going to be that, and we'll be the end of it. And then when they're done, I'll figure something out. But you stuck with it the whole time, and I want to know why and how.
I think it's something more like I couldn't quit. It's not like I had an option. I think if it would have been easy to quit, I would have quit, you know? I don't think...
and you didn't even publish your first book until when?
Well, I took time off being a mom and supporting you, so I really...
But you went to college. You were a playwright. You did... What was the big play that happened in Pensacola? Mama Jules?
Oh, man. Mama Jules performed for the people from London at Seaside. She performed for some pretty major people.
Yeah.
But no, I did a play called Soul, Rhythm, and Blues that was set during the Depression off of train tracks. I don't really remember that. But Mama Jules and Tales from Mullet Creek. Yeah. So that was a character that people thought was real that I wrote and created. So yeah, that was really...
that's what she's saying. Is like you kept going the whole, like...
Even if it was a side gig, even if it was like you were always doing that also.
I'm writing stories. Yeah, just writing stories. But no, I didn't publish my first novel until 2003.
I was already out. I was already out of the house.
Yes.
I always throw that. I'm like, you had to wait until I like moved out and like
to finally get a book done
to make some money.
Nick, why
like, we were poor as kids.
It wasn't
and
like
then
I made a lot of money on that novel, but
made more money than we had when we were growing up.
It was out, but the first novel I was remember Papa was really sick. Mm-hmm. You were graduating. And I was telling him I was trying so hard for that novel to be published before he passed away.
Graduating boot camp?
Yes. Okay. And so I wanted, and of course, you had to go through twice because your injury, you were stuck there.
Yeah.
So.
I didn't go twice. I stayed there. I was there for 5.5 months. Yeah.
Right. So, it was written. I wrote it while I spent 3 years writing that novel. So I was writing it while you were in high school.
Oh, okay.
While you were having like hordes, your posse in the house all the time. But
you got to say high school loosely because I only did 2 years.
When you were in that period,
I
was writing it. So, and then I really went with a publisher that was different than a choice I'd make today because I was in a hurry trying to get it published before Papa died, and it didn't make it. But I think the cover was designed, and the contract was signed.
Yeah.
And he got to see, he said, this is really going to happen. I said, yeah, Daddy, it's really happening. I tell you what, you know how Nana wanted me to be a pharmacist?
Yeah.
And
why did she have that in her head? What was the...
It's that generation, and all of them, her sisters, everybody were very like career orientated.
Yeah, but why that? Why a pharmacist?
Well,
she worked for Dr. Newberry.
Tandy says it was so that she would have drugs. She would have the inside scoop, and she had my sister become a nurse. And she said that's what her master plan was, drugs and medical care for herself. So I think...
Clever as a fox, that one. They always said she was clever as a fox.
She knew it was truly a job that would be in demand and would have good health benefits and would always, you could work in any state. So she was trying to be positive. But when I told Dad that I wanted to be a writer when I was in 6th grade.
Yeah.
And he was stationed, of all things, I think he was in Colorado at the time. And he immediately sent me home a thesaurus and a book on Western art. And he wrote a note and said, I understand writers. Anyone who wants to be a writer needs one of these. And I didn't even know what a thesaurus was at the time. It's just this big book of words.
What a badass dad move.
Badass dad move.
Wow.
Yeah.